So in this video, I am going to try to do my best to give you a little demo of how ventilating works and how to tie knots. Obviously, it's going to be a little weird because I have to be like off frame in order to get the angle correct. I definitely don't have the best setup for this at my little at-home wig shop, but hopefully this will help give you like a little bit of clarity on how you would ventilate. So me personally, I do like to hold it at a little bit of like a lower angle than this, but just the way that my lighting and everything is set up with this tape, it's just going to be a little bit too shiny. So I'm going to try to hold it at an angle that will get less shine. So this is not necessarily a comfortable way to do it, but I'm hoping that you'll at least be able to see the demo a little bit better. Otherwise I may just have to take it off and do one without any kind of tape or any kind of background behind it, just so that you can see how it is without any of the like shininess or anything. So you're going to use your needle in your dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be doing this right-handed, so I apologize if you are left-handed. I do not know how to ventilate left-handed at this point in my life. And then I am going to take my hair. So again, so this is synthetic, but I'm trying to do it in a color that will hopefully show up a little bit better. And then that's going to be looped over. And then the first thing you do is you have to go in. So this is going to be really, really hard without like a super fancy camera, I feel like, but you hook just like one little like hole in the lace, and then you kind of hold them both down like this, and then when you get some hair on your barb, you're going to pull it through, and then it goes to that kind of like to like the base of where your needle is, and then you're going to scoop it, and then you pull it back through what you made, tighten it, and then release it down, and that is going to be your hair. So I just kind of grabbed whatever amount of hair with that. Even though it is pink, I feel like it is still impossible to see practically, but this is definitely not the easiest thing, I feel like, to be able to show in a video and not in person. But I'm going to do a couple of single knots. Hopefully at least like talking through it will make some sense. Again, this is not my ideal angle for working on this, but just in order to kind of give you a demo on it, hopefully this will at least help a little bit. And then again, so you're going to go in, grab just one little bar, grab hair, and I'm going to try to grab a bunch so it's a little bit more visible. So once you're at this point and your tension, the most important thing is that you have to keep your tension as equal as possible. I'm going to scoop it, and then you want to pull it back through. So the closer you have it down to the lace, the more likely it is that your knot is going to lie flat. Because I'm doing this at such a weird angle, they're going to pop up probably a little bit, but at least hopefully you're kind of getting a visual on how you would do this. And again, synthetic hair is not my favorite thing in the world to ventilate with, but it's pink, so I'm hoping that maybe it will be more visible than if it were any other color. So let me show you if we're going to do one more. Again, so I'm holding it, I grab some hair, loop it back through, the little loop goes to like the base of your needle, and then I kind of grab it and scoop it back through the hole you made, and then it's down, and pull it down and away from you. So this is just doing a single knot. Definitely single knots, that's what you should try to learn first. You're going to use those for most things. Double knots you're only going to use if you're really trying to make something stronger, or you're like joining two pieces of lace together. A single knot is definitely going to be a little bit more common. And again, I would say when you're just doing this, I would just make a bunch of random knots the first time you're doing it. I would not sit here and like try to make anything specific, because you really just want to try to get the motion of all of this down. And so again, we'll do a couple more. I'm just picking a random little spot, one little hole, scoop that hair back through the loop you made, and then just pull it down. If I think about this too much, I definitely am not able to do it. I don't remember how to do it. So it is one of those things that I feel like you almost have to like kind of like detach from it when you're doing it, because if you think too hard about it, you're more likely to kind of like overthink it and kind of mess it up. Because I feel like I'm making far better knots when I'm just kind of talking and not trying to talk through how to do it. So real quick, one more time, you pick up just like one little hole, so we're just in like one of the little holes. I grab the hair that's on here, pull it through, loop it to the end, scoop that hair back through, knot, and then pull it down. So that was only one piece of hair, so that's way harder to see. But you can kind of see we got a decent amount in there. Again, this is not the greatest lighting or setup in the world, but hopefully that kind of makes a little bit of sense. The more you practice it, the easier it's going to get. It's one of those things that I think if you can have somebody show you how to do it in person, it's way easier, but hopefully this will give you a little bit of background knowledge and a little bit of a start on learning how to ventilate.